And then finally, the seventh area, which I put at the peak because I honestly think it's the most important area of all, because this is what gives our life meaning. And if you want to know how you have long-term happiness, it's finding a sense of meaning, something that is beyond yourself. And the seventh area I call C&C, which means contribution and celebration. How masterful are you in your life at making sure that you truly are each day feeling a sense that you're contributing beyond yourself? When people, for example, only do things for incentives, they only do it because they can make money, or they only do it to get what they can get out of a situation, eventually you feel not like a horse trader, but if I can use the aggressive term, a whore. Because a whore is someone who only gives you love if you pay them. And so I'm using that word to be excruciatingly bizarre, intense, to kind of jolt your nervous system. But that's what you feel like. When you only do things for money and that's the only reason you're doing it, there's no way you can feel good about you. Very often businesses make the biggest mistake. They keep incentivizing people, and that's the only form of motivation. Well, can you get somebody to do anything if you offer them enough money? Not everybody, but most people, yeah. But that person has no pride. That person has no fulfillment. And then the next time they want more money to do it. There's only so much money a business can offer. The deepest drive within a human being is a sense of meaning. A sense of meaning comes from growing and giving. The only way you're going to be fulfilled is meet those final two human needs. You got to grow or you don't feel alive. You got to give or you don't feel alive. That's part of what life is about. Some people, though, are great at contribution, but they're not great at celebration. And after a while, their brain gets tired. They're doing well, they're succeeding, they're contributing, but they never stop to celebrate because we live in a culture where, you want to be appropriate all the time. Some incredible thing happens and you play it down, because you don't want somebody to be envious or you don't want to hurt somebody's feelings. But if you don't really stop and celebrate, it's like watching a parent. I see this all the time. You'll see a parent and they'll go, well, my son, my daughter, they have it so much better than I ever did. I mean, they've got opportunities like I never had. I've helped to create all this for them. And they're pissed off about it instead of celebrating. Celebrating what you've contributed to your family. Celebrating that you've helped to create this base for them to launch from. Without celebration, life is empty. Where would you give yourself? By the way, some of you might say, well, I'd give myself high on contribution, but low on celebration. By the way, if you celebrate all the time, but you don't really contribute, the celebration's empty, isn't it? Where would you merge these two? What would you give yourself 0 to 10 if you were to merge these two?